I want to get your take on this because I see it on Twitter all the time, and I am quite frankly tired of seeing it. Fumbling through the end zone. Tell me about it. How do we feel?
I know what your take's going to be because I saw you tweet it. But I will say, so I do hate the rule. Like, it sucks that when it happens, I don't like the way the rule is now, but like, there's no like logical way to fix it. Like, I know everybody says, oh, just get the ball at the 20 or the 25. I'm like, I don't like that. Doesn't feel like there should be some kind of penalty for it. But like, just giving the other team the ball feels odd. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't like just giving neither outcome feels right to me. Just giving the ball back to like the weird part is if I just fumble it out of bounds in the middle of the field, I just get the ball.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm like, I should keep the ball. Is like, what makes it different that it went through the end zone? Like, I understand, yes, it went into the end zone, but like, it's still just fumbling out of bounds at the end of the day. So I'm like, I feel like I should keep it, but just being like, oh yeah, you get it at the 20 is weird, but like, you shouldn't get it at the goal line. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fix is. I feel like the fix is going to be, they're just going to give it to you at the 20 and call it a day. But like, I feel like maybe it should be a loss of down.
They're going to
or
give
something.
The offense at the 20?
Yeah. Like, I think because of like the hate the rule gets, the change is going to benefit the offense. Like every rule change nowadays benefits the offense, right?
Yeah. My turn. I hate it. I hate that everyone cries about it.
I know.
Get over it. Giving it back to the offense at the 20-yard line, get the hell out of here. You know it's a rule. There's a reason Bill Belichick told his guys for years not to stick the ball out at the end zone. It's been a rule forever. Like, you know it. You've lived with it. Don't be careless with the football, and you won't have this problem. If you turn the ball over, it's on you. It's your fault. Stop crying about it, fan bases everywhere. It is what it is. That's it. Move on.
To play devil's advocate, I'm bringing it back to, if I fumble it out of bounds at midfield, I still get the ball. Why, just because it goes out at a different point of the field, should the other team just get the ball?
It just is what it is. It's the rule. Here's the thing. Here's what I can get behind. If you really want me to flip the script and like jump to the other side, you said one thing that I'm okay with. If you're like, oh, the defense shouldn't get the ball, it shouldn't be a touchback, and they should get it at the 20. The offense maybe gets it at the 20. Disagree with that. I could get behind the defense still gets the ball, but they have it at the 1-yard line. Now it sucks because it's a little iffy there because you're like, oh, well, then they're in a poor position offensively. Maybe they give up 2 points. I mean, hey, the guys just fumbled the ball away at the 1-yard line. Like, it is what it is.
My only argument to the offense keeping the ball is because of what I keep saying. If it happens at any other point on the field, and like, yeah, you can tell me that's the rule, but also across sports, how many rules are there where we're like, this rule is stupid and needs to be changed? Across sports, there's just rules where we're like, this is a terrible rule and it needs to be changed.
I don't know. I think that when you start changing rules, it gets more stupid. You start to legislate the game, and then you have referees who have opinions about things that are calling penalties on opinions instead of facts. Like, nothing's black or white.
But this wouldn't be an opinion. It's reviewable. It's clear as day. Can be decided whether it was a fumble out of the end zone or not.
I get it. I'm just saying the rule is the rule, and it is what it is. Like, it's been a rule forever. Not to be careless on the goal line. Like, that is my argument. It's not like you grew up this way. It's not like it all of a sudden happened and you're like, oh, I didn't know. And if you didn't know, you shouldn't be playing football.
I agree. Like, I understand what you're saying. I just think that I don't understand why I keep the ball at one point of the field and they get the ball if I do it at a different part of the field. I
can't get behind it. Like, if fan bases whining gets rules changed, or players whining because they screwed up and fumbled the ball and now it's the other team's ball, gets the rule changed, it kind of goes to it goes deeper for me, I guess. I hate that someone can complain about something they don't like and then get it changed. Like, it is what it is. It's been the rule forever. It's not like it's hurting anybody. Well, I guess it's hurting the offense, but like, get over it.
So, but where do you draw the line there? So, as far as changing rules, like adding the review to pass interference after the no call, like, was that something you were in favor of, or were you like, the rule is the rule? If he doesn't make the right call, like,
Yeah.
Where's the line?
Review's a whole nother thing because you're just reviewing the actual call to make sure the call was right? Like, is what it is. But I knew going into that there was no chance they were ever going to overturn any of those pass interference calls. The outcome of that should have been totally different, where the referee should have been held accountable for bad calls and they should be penalized, and moving forward, that's what should happen. And you wouldn't be having all the problems you have now with the random penalties that people hate, right? Like, that's totally different. If we're talking specifically about rule changes, when they changed the overtime rule, thought it was dumb. It's been a rule forever. Get over it. Like, you don't need to bend over backwards to appease, or maybe you do. Maybe it's about money. Like, everybody loves offense. They love points. Like,
I think there's room for improvement sometimes. Like the overtime, you can't say the game is decided on a coin toss because you get the chance to stop them. Right? Like, if your defense is just good, like if you play good defense, you'll stop them and get a chance. But also, like, I didn't like the way they changed the rule for overtime. Like, to me, if you were going to change overtime, it should just go to college. Like, that should be, if you want both teams to get a chance, now you don't have to start at 25. This is the NFL. Start at the 40, start at the 50, or even start at the 25 and go. The opposite 25 and do it. So you're not getting 7-8 overtimes or whatever. But I don't know. I think all rules should be open to change, I guess, but not for the sake of just appeasing crying fans, like you're saying. If somebody can convince me of a logical fix, of a solid reason as to why it should be changed, then I'm open to changing almost any rule.
I could get behind that. I don't think, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't want to be so headstrong here and just be like negative Neil, right? I don't know why I picked Neil. It's alliteration. I don't think you need to change the fumble rule. That's my opinion on that. I guess I would be open to discussing it. Like, I understand the point you have where, like, if you fumble it anywhere else on the field and it goes out of bounds, it is still your ball. I get that gripe, okay? I just hate when people change rules for the reason of, like, oh, it didn't work out in my favor, so this rule needs to be changed.
Yeah, for that rule specifically, like, I'm on the fence with it. Like, if at first I was like, that rule is stupid, it needs to be changed. And then as it went on, the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't know what a logical fix to this is.
There's not one.
Right? So I'm like, I'm kind of just waiting for it because it's going to be talked about in the offseason about changing it. So I'm going to wait and see what the options are. And if any of them if I read one and my instant reaction is like, that's fair, I'll be like, okay, we can change it. But like, if they say the offense just gets the ball again like if it's second down, they fumble out of bounds or fumble out the end zone, they just get the ball at the 20 and it's third down, like, I'm going to be like, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it here. I've adamantly been against this, obviously, and Dave is not changing my mind. If anybody else out there feels like you can change my mind, I'm open to it. Tell me a solution here that is fair. And I'm going to kind of sidebar here now that I've said that. I also disagree with people who wanted, just to give you where my mind is, people who wanted to outlaw the tush push. Get over it.
Yeah, I agree, because you see other teams try it, and
right,
even if every team was doing it and being successful, I still don't think I'd want it outlawed. Like, that's just like, if you can do it,
go for it.
Great. Like, yes, I hate it and I hate watching it, but if it, like, what's the difference in the tush push working every time and, like, if just handing the ball to Derrick Henry? Yeah. On 4th and 1 every time. Yeah. Like, if that had 100% success rate, you can be like, they can't line him up at running back anymore. Like,
oh, sorry.
Yeah,
didn't know we weren't grown-ass men playing a game.
I think they're going to end up trying to change that too, and I hope they don't, because that feels like you've seen teams fail at it.
Yeah, overall, countless teams.
Yeah, like even like the Bills don't get it all the time, and their quarterback is like 6'5", 250. Yeah, you know, so. And there's going to be a point where the Eagles' offensive line just isn't as good, and they don't get it every time.
And a lot of it, too, was Jalen Hurts. I mean, the dude squats more than anybody else that's ever lived, ever. So, you know, that probably has a lot to do with it. Yeah. We can move on.
Yeah. I just want to say, like, so you said I didn't change your mind. I really wasn't trying to, because I don't know. Right. If I had a fix and I was like, all right, this should be the fix, then I'd try to change your mind. But like, I don't know. And I understand what you're saying. Like, yes, protect the ball.
Protect the ball.
Yeah.
Protect the ball. You're taught from the first time you touch the ball at 5 years old in Pee Wee, protect the ball.
Yeah. No,
it ain't new.
Yeah, like I don't disagree with you. I guess I lean more on the side to put a bow on this of I want it to be different. I don't like I need it to be a fair outcome.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's kind of just how I feel about all rule changes in general.
I'm okay with that. I'll sit here and be the a-hole, but I'm okay with that. I mean, just don't cry about something to get something changed. That's what I don't like. This goes deeper. Really, if you want to know what it goes to, I'm a Saints fan. The fact that they changed the overtime rules because we knocked out Brett Favre pisses me off. It makes me so angry, especially because those Vikings fans whined and complained, and to this day, they still whine and complain, and I don't want to hear it. You lost.
So the only reason the only reason I hate about complaining about when a rule changes, because I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, it's gonna benefit us someday. And I don't want to, like, I don't want somebody to pull up the receipts and be like, you remember when you used to complain about this?
I can assure you, when it comes to fumbling out of the end zone, I will not be on the other side where I'm like, oh, we shouldn't have lost the ball there. Don't fumble the damn ball. I'll be mad at the player. I'll be like, come on, man, like, do better.
I don't want to stick to rule change topic, but one rule they changed that I never liked that they changed was being able to jump over the lineman on a field goal. Like, if you have somebody that is just that athletic, it's similar to the tush push. Like, if you have somebody that is just that good and can just do it, I'm like, whoa.
I think that they change a lot of rules like that in the name of player safety. Because the guy's head's down typically, and like, I don't know, just I don't know the exact reason. I remember that some of the talk around that was about player safety, and that's what they're trying to say about the tush push too, player safety.
I'll be honest, it does look a little like, I'm amazed that people don't get hurt every single time.
It's rugby. It's legitimately rugby, but I don't care. It's within the rules. There's been a lot like that. Here's another thought on that, on changing rules in the name of safety though. I mean, you've seen it. Like, they've changed so many rules in the name of safety for quarterbacks, for head injuries, for all these different things, and now you just see players with different launch angles and different attack points, and you're seeing other injuries. Like,
they're gonna change the rule. Like, they're gonna stop letting players hit somebody below the knee, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, there has to be a line somewhere. I understand. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want my players getting hurt. I don't want any players.
I don't want anyone getting hurt.
But like, at the same time, like, what? Like, we gotta protect protect the game, like what we're putting out on the field, right? Like, if a defender just can't make tackles because he can only hit somebody in one spot,
right?
Like I don't get me wrong, I love seeing offensive games, but like, there's something to a good defense, like a good defensive game, right? Like, I don't want to see that taken out of the game,
absolutely,
because of rules.
Absolutely not. I mean, and I know that they do it to protect the players as well, right? Like, you've seen, I think it was Edelman, or it was one of the former Patriots guys. I saw a podcast he was on the other day where these receivers, and this probably happens widespread in the NFL, these receivers know the game now, and they know that, like, you get taken out for a head injury if you even look somewhat razzled.
Oh, is this the Edelman and Wes Welker conversation?
So they're talking, and he's like, we had this thing where, like, we would run up to each other after a big hit and just tell them, hey, it's 2:00 on a Sunday. We're down by 13. He's like, and we just had this pre-planned. That way we would know what to say.
I love it.
I'm like, that is insane. Like, first of all, wildly reckless. So insane that you're just, like, putting your head on the line there, and, like, brain injuries don't matter. But that is what a football player is, and they know what they sign up for. I don't want them having, issues down the line when they're older. I don't want them having injuries now while they play. But it's a rough sport.
And I feel like most of them would tell you they would rather get hit high than low.
For sure.
Also.
For sure. Well, it's because they're not seeing the effects immediately. They might get their bell rung, and then they're going to be okay. But then when they're 60 and can't remember things, then it's a different story, which is
I had to look this up because you talked about Wes Welker, and I heard something earlier, and it was so wild to me that I had to just confirm it.
Okay.
Did you know Wes Welker doesn't have a Super Bowl ring?
I did not. No, because
all those years he played for the Patriots, all the passes he caught, and they talk about him, Julian Edelman, they talk about being a Hall of Famer because of postseason stuff. I just assumed that as much as he played with Brady, he has a ring. He doesn't.
He also played with Peyton in Denver, and he didn't get a ring, I guess, but they got a ring, and Peyton wasn't there long.
He never won a Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
That's insane to me.
That's insane to me too. That's insane because he always, I don't know, I felt like he had like 3.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah,
Who
I just
knew?
assumed he was always there.
That sucks. Does Randy Moss have a ring? I wonder if that stretch, even though that offense was really good. I mean, they went undefeated that one year and then they lost in the Super Bowl. Like, I'm wondering if they just never got over the hump.
Yeah, I don't know.